There is a moment in every human soul when the dream is clear, vivid, sacred, undeniable. It may come in silence, in a whisper, or in a lightning bolt of realization. But when it comes, it carries the weight of destiny. You see it, you feel it, and for a second you believe. But then, the world begins to argue. It doesn't shout, it erodes. Your responsibilities start talking louder than your desires. Your fears dress themselves as logic. Your routines disguise themselves as purpose. And soon, you're not running toward the vision. You're managing a life that never asked for it. The tragedy is not that most people fail to manifest their vision. The tragedy is that most people forget they ever had one. They don't abandon the vision. They anesthetize it. They bury it under justifications. They overfeed their distractions and undernourish their destiny. And the most dangerous part? They call it maturity. They say, I used to dream of something more. But this is just how life works. No, that's how life fades. That's how vision dies. Not with an explosion, but with an agreement. A subtle pact made between the soul and the world. I'll silence the voice inside me if you let me stay comfortable. But purpose was never supposed to feel comfortable. Comfort was never the goal. Transformation was. If you've ever felt a quiet restlessness, the kind that wakes you up in the middle of the night and whispers, "This isn't it," that was your vision, begging to be remembered. And if you ignored it long enough, you may have convinced yourself that the dream was unrealistic, childish, impractical. But here's the truth no one dares to speak. It was never about practicality. The vision wasn't given to you to impress the world. It was given to you to become the world you were sent to shift. But that shift requires risk. It requires a disobedience to mediocrity, a defiance of all the voices telling you to be realistic, to slow down, to be grateful for what you have. Gratitude is not the enemy of vision. Stagnation is. Many people confuse peace with passivity. But your soul knows the difference. One calms you, the other cages you, and every day you delay your vision, it loses a piece of its original clarity, until you no longer recognize the version of yourself that once believed in something greater. So what's the real reason most people will never manifest their vision? Because they think having a vision is enough. But vision without structure is fantasy. Vision without discipline is just desire in costume. And vision without action, it's nothing but a beautiful form of self-deception. Napoleon Hill said, "Desire is the starting point of all achievement." But he never said desire was the destination. And that's where most people get stuck. They confuse excitement with execution. They believe that because they want something badly enough, the universe will rearrange itself to deliver it. But that's not how manifestation works. Desire is magnetic, but it's not automatic. Hill also wrote that a definiteness of purpose is essential, not optional. Not a nice idea. Essential. Why? Because the universe is not responding to your hopes. It's responding to your clarity. If you walk through life with vague intentions, I want more money, I want to be free, I want to help people, you will manifest vagueness. The universe amplifies specificity. And more than that, it amplifies conviction. The kind of conviction that doesn't wait to be motivated. The kind that shows up on cold mornings in silent rooms without applause. That's the energy that moves mountains. Hill's most powerful principle wasn't just think and grow rich, it was decide, commit, act, persist, because every vision dies the moment we start negotiating with it. Not because it wasn't divine, but because it demanded a version of you that your current habits couldn't sustain. What separates those who visualize their dreams from those who materialize them? It's not talent. It's not intelligence. It's the uncomfortable commitment to do what isn't exciting. Every day. Napoleon Hill knew this, which is why he emphasized autosuggestion and repetition. Not because he believed in magic words, but because he understood the psychology of habit. When you say something enough times, your subconscious starts to believe it. When your subconscious believes it, your behavior shifts. And when your behavior shifts, your life begins to echo that belief. But most people stop before the echo. They meditate for a week. They journal for a month. They say the affirmations until life tests them. And when nothing changes fast enough, they trade vision for validation. They lower the bar, not because they don't care anymore, but because caring without results hurts. So they settle. They call it being realistic. But deep down, the soul doesn't forget the contract. That silent ache, that's your vision knocking on the walls of your compromise. And here's the truth. The bridge between vision and manifestation is made of discipline, laid brick by brick in private. Without it, even divine ideas rot in potential. There's a dangerous myth circulating in the manifestation world, that you can attract your dream life while living like your old self, that you can think a little better, feel a little lighter, and the universe will reward your laziness with miracles. But the universe doesn't respond to wishful thinking. It responds to energetic congruence. If your thoughts say abundance but your habits scream scarcity, you won't manifest wealth. If your heart says purpose, but your actions echo procrastination, you won't walk into destiny. And if your mouth declares vision but your mornings are ruled by distraction, you're not manifesting. You're just fantasizing. The ones who manifest are the ones who are willing to become the version of themselves that vision requires, even when no one is watching. They wake up when it's inconvenient. They build when they don't feel inspired. They speak life into their future, even when the present is silent. Because they understand this. The life you want is not waiting for the perfect time. It's waiting for the disciplined you. Manifestation is not a reward for wanting. It is a response to becoming. And becoming is uncomfortable. Every vision comes with a demand. And before the vision can arrive, life will test whether you can hold it. You say you want success, but have you built the patience to lead through setbacks? You say you want love, but have you healed enough to receive it without sabotage? You say you want financial freedom, but have you developed the integrity to handle increase without losing your soul? The universe is not withholding your manifestation. It's waiting for your alignment. Because giving a powerful vision to an unprepared vessel is not a blessing. It's a curse in disguise. So the delays you're experiencing are not denials. They are divine preparations. You're not being punished. You're being shaped. That's why some people never manifest their vision. Not because they lack clarity, but because they resist becoming the container strong enough to carry it. The vision is already written, but the you who receives it must be rewritten. And that's why discipline is the secret language of manifestation. In every spiritual text, in every timeless truth, one principle never changes. Faith without aligned action is fantasy. You can visualize all day. You can write affirmations, chant intentions, create vision boards, but if your behavior contradicts your belief, you're canceling the miracle with your own hands. Manifestation is not magic. It's agreement. It's when your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors move in unity toward the same end. And that unity, that harmony, is spiritual power. When God gave you the vision, He also gave you the responsibility to water it with effort, to nourish it with persistence, to protect it with silence, to move forward when there's no applause, and to act when fear screams the loudest. Because faith is not passive. It is a bold, invisible declaration. I believe it so deeply that I'm willing to walk toward it before I see a single result. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you embody. There's a lie that's paralyzed millions, that if it's meant to be, it will happen on its own. No, that's not faith. That's spiritual laziness. Napoleon Hill didn't just teach us to think and grow rich. He showed us how to act and grow aligned. His words were clear. Faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. But faith must be backed by action, or it dissolves into illusion. Do you want to know why your vision hasn't moved? It's not that you're not ready. It's that you haven't become the version of yourself who can hold what you're asking for. You're still delaying decisions, still negotiating with fear, still saying, I'll start when. But destiny doesn't respond to hesitation. It moves in favor of the bold, those who trust their calling more than their comfort. You are the vessel. You are the delivery system, and the universe only delivers into hands that are moving. The question is no longer, will it happen? The real question is, are you walking like someone who already received it? Because manifestation is less about desire and more about demonstration. There's a sacred moment, invisible to others, when the heavens begin to respond to your obedience. It's not when you talk about your vision. It's not when you post about your dreams. It's when you move quietly, consistently, and with full faith, as if the promise is already fulfilled. That's when spiritual law activates. The mistake many make is assuming that their waiting is holy. But waiting, without preparation, is just fear dressed in prayer. The universe watches your posture. God listens not only to your words, but to the patterns in your life that whisper what you truly believe. And when your life begins to mirror your vision, when your schedule, your boundaries, your choices, and your energy all reflect what you claim to desire, something shifts. Doors you didn't knock on start opening. Opportunities you didn't chase begin chasing you. And not because of luck, but because of alignment. You became a match. And now, what was once delayed is being delivered. Manifestation is not a game of mental tricks or secret formulas. It is the inevitable result of embodied congruence, when who you say you are finally becomes how you live. This is why so many fall short, because they speak abundance with a scarcity routine, declare change but maintain the same conversations, pray for alignment while walking in contradiction. God is not mocked by empty declarations. The universe does not bend for half-hearted commitment. You don't receive what you want. You receive what you're truly ready for. And readiness isn't loud. It's not dramatic. It's not even always confident. It's quiet, structured, intentional. It's saying no to what no longer fits. It's building when no one's watching. It's fasting from distractions. It's obeying the whisper. Because the realm of results belongs to those who've mastered the realm of response. Not external response, but internal obedience. When the soul says, go, and the body follows. And when this happens, the vision no longer feels distant. It becomes you. It breathes through you. It magnetizes what matches you. Some visions were not given to be broadcasted. They were whispered to your soul so only you would hear them. They are not meant to be validated. They are meant to be fulfilled. And those who carry this kind of vision are not always understood, praised, or followed. They are often misunderstood, resisted, or even mocked, because this vision doesn't fit into logic. It doesn't align with statistics. It's born of divine timing, and divine timing rarely explains itself. To be a visionary is not just to dream big. It is to carry a spiritual agreement that you must become who the vision requires. It means releasing everything that was never you, to make room for the destiny that is. And this becomes the separation line. Those who are attached to comfort will never birth what requires evolution. Those who fear judgment will never create what demands uniqueness. Those who wait for perfect timing will never meet the miracle that arrives disguised as disruption. Manifestation demands faith, yes, but even more, it demands surrender. Because only in surrender can you be shaped into the one who can truly carry the weight of what you're asking for. There will come a moment not marked by applause, not announced by the world, but felt deep in your being, when you realize you've stopped begging life to give you your vision, and instead, you've become the person who can receive it. That's the quiet turning point, when you no longer chase signs, because you have become one. When you don't need to ask for the door to open, because you're already walking as if it has. This is how destiny recognizes you, not by your hopes, but by your habits, not by your passion, but by your alignment. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest who you are. So if you're ready, not just to believe in your vision, but to embody it, to carry it even when the road is dry, the voices are silent, and the proof is invisible, then you're not just a dreamer. You're a builder, a silent architect of legacy, and that makes you rare. Write in the comments. I carry the vision. I build in silence. I trust what's mine will find me. Let this be your contract, not with the world, but with the part of you that remembers who you are. You don't need more signs. You are the sign.